British Council is bad for Britain, in my view. I find it astonishing that the British taxpayer is funding it to the tune of £179 million in taxpayer money last year alone. And yet, despite the fact that British taxpayers are paying through the nose to keep well-paid charity bigwigs in a job, they put together a report putting Britain into the same category of Afghanistan, Libya, Russia, Germany, Sudan and many, many others when it comes to racial and societal issues, both presently and, of course, historically. Well, how can killing millions of Jews, routinely having two Islamic sects blowing each other up, having no gay rights whatsoever and banning female education be on a par with Leamington Spa? I mean, good grief, we must be bad, mustn't we? The quote from the organisation's 44-page race equality guide, which is produced for staff internally, states, "Ethnic conflicts, civil disturbances and genocides have been witnessed in all continents. By some estimates, one or more of these are currently prevalent in around a quarter of countries worldwide, and they include, but are not restricted to, Afghanistan, Australia, Bosnia, Colombia, Darfur, France, Germany, Libya, Russia, South Sudan, Syria, Spain and the UK. They've claimed billions of victims." It also issued a piece of advice to staff not to use the phrase, quote, "the Queen's English," which I find a little bit confusing, considering the patron of the charity is the Queen. How can an organisation that puts Britain in the same bracket as Sudan be considered as a good ambassador for this country? Look at some pictures from the homepage, so just see what you make of the kind of racial demographics that we've got going on here. Bear in mind that in this country, 86% of people are white. And I can see, I think, maybe one or two white faces on their actual homepage there. So if Britain really is a racist country, isn't it amazing that 86% of British taxpayers, white British taxpayers, are happy to pay money to support this particular group? In fact, I would find that absolutely astonishing. Well, I want the British Council, I should say, to talk Britain up, not talk it down, but I can't really see any evidence of that, to be honest. If they're accusing Britain of being amongst the most socially divided and racist countries in the world, then goodness only knows what they say to people from around the world about us. In fact, that says it all, doesn't it? It does Putin's PR for him. Britain is amongst the most welcoming, diverse countries on the globe. The only major problem with it is usually a huge amount of posh white people with immense privilege moaning about racism on behalf of ethnic minorities a lot of the time who don't really want them to.